Hey, it's Sheldon with Tiger Tough here. Today I am going to show you how to install the back seat covers on the 2021 and newer F150s. The first thing we're going to do before you even start putting covers on is to take all three of the headrests off. These headrests are really easy to take off. They've got two buttons, one at the base of each headrest post, and you just press them both in at the same time, and then you can just pull the headrest right up and out. So the next thing is a little bit more difficult, but we have to fold this seat back forward, and the latch for it is actually tucked way down back here. And now you won't be able to see what I'm doing, but as soon as I get the seat back folded down, I will show you. So the first thing you want to do is flip this up, because when you do that, it raises the seat back up and forward as well, so that you can get your hand down in here. So you heard that click where it released. Then once that happens, there's a little loop down on this side of the seat. You're just going to pull that, and then you can tip the whole seat back forward. So here's the latch that I released. And where you're grabbing is right here, this little piece. And so I just reach down here, I can just hook it with my finger and pull it up, and then you'll hear the loud click when it releases. The first piece I'm going to put on is the cover for the 60 portion back here. And to make sure that you've got the cover going on correctly, you want to make sure that the Tiger Tough tag is on the side closest to the door. Now I'm just going to undo all of the Velcro here. And we'll start working it over the seat back. So it's just going to go in behind the seat belt like that. And then you'll just need to work it up and over this latch on the back. Just like that. And then it'll stick through that hole right there. Now that this is pulled down tight, what we're going to do is at each headrest hole, we will work it through the cover like that, and it makes it look better and it helps it stay on. Just like that. Now we'll take these two flaps and we'll push them between the seat back and the seat bottom. And one little trick to keep the Velcro from sticking is just fold it over like that, so it's inside, and then you can just push it right through. I like to tip the back forward because it just gives me a little bit bigger gap to get it through. There we go. Now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to pull it really tight and fasten it onto this Velcro here. Now the tighter you can pull this, the better your cover is going to fit. Like that, and we'll do the same on this one. There we go. And now to get this to fasten back against the wall, you just fold the seat up like this here and slam it into place. Now I'm going to put the cover on the bottom of this same side, and the top of the cover has got these three holes in it. This here hole is for the seat belt, and these two are for the car seat anchors. And this is essentially going to go on like a giant pillowcase. So we're going to turn it most of the way inside out. And then just start sliding it down the seat bottom. Like that. When you're pulling this cover down, you're just going to want to make sure you take care of this little strap right here. This is what releases your seat bottom when it's folded up. So we'll just push the cover over it and then pull it through that little hole right there. Now we're going to run these between the back and the bottom, and then they'll fasten underneath the seat bottom. And to do that, we'll do just like we did on the back. Fold it over so it doesn't stick to anything. And then to make it easier, you're going to want to fold the seat bottom up a bit, because it just opens up the gap in there to get your hand in there. There we go. So the seat belt is poking through its hole, and then once we pull it tight, both of these car seat anchors will easily be accessible. So I'm just pulling that as tight as I can, and I'll stick it on there and stick it right across. And then we'll do the same for this one. There, just like that. Next up, we're going to put the seat back cover on the smaller portion of the seat, and to fold that forward, I'm just going to pull that strap right there, and it releases it. And then we're going to put the cover on. It's going to go the exact same way as the other side. We just roll it most of the way inside out and start sliding it down over the seat. You're going to want to make sure that this big hole in the back goes on the back, because it's for that latch. Just going to run them through just like that. And now this here is going to get pushed between the back and the bottom. And like before, you'll want to move the seat back forward and backwards just to make it easy to get. And fasten it just like that. Once you get the cover pulled down over the seat, you're going to want to reach in this little slit right here and pull this out. So that way you can still fold the seat back forward if you need to get to your jack or your funnel. And then to fold this back up against the cab, fold the seat bottom up and just slam it against the cab. Now we're going to put the seat bottom cover on, and we're just going to turn it inside out, or most of the way inside out, and slide it right over the seat bottom. When you're pulling these on, and when you're doing it for any piece of the cover, you're going to want to make sure that you get the seat cover seams lined up with the seams in the seat. That'll just make everything fit nice and tight like it's supposed to and look good. So we'll just push this all the way down, make sure that this goes through the hole in the cover for it. Like that. Now I got this all the way down. We'll just run this between the seat back and bottom like before. Tip it up to make room for your hand, and then just push it through. Now again, pull these tight as you can pull them. And there we go. So the last step now is to put all these headrests back in, and then we'll put the covers on them. To put them back in, you don't need to push any buttons, you just line them up and slide them down into place. Leave this one up for right now. And now with the headrest covers, when you go to put them on the headrest, leave this flap that's hanging down, that goes in the front. And we just put them on like this, twist them back and forth, helps them slide down. And now you'll just take this and you push it up inside the cover. Like that. Now this little guy in the middle, left him up in that first spot where it clicked in, just so you can get your hands underneath of it. Makes it easier. Then it can go down like that. And then we'll just do the last one. See, what happened right there was the Velcro hooked on the cover. So just get your fingers up there, peel it loose, and then you can pull the cover back down. And there we go, successfully installed.